Welcome to Burley's World. Hey, I was talking to a friend of mine today, and it occurred to me that the subject matter we were talking about would be perfect for this channel. It was just a brief thought. We were talking about things coming up in the new year and how life is like a book. And if you take that book of your life, or of the book of the year 2020, now that we're in January here, we are almost halfway into the first chapter of the 12 chapter book of 2020. And each month is a chapter, and I don't know what you've done in the first half of your chapter, but you still got a half a chapter left to make a strong finish into the end of the first chapter of 2020. And so if you think of each month as a new chapter, it really doesn't matter what happens in the first chapter. You can start over in the second chapter. You can write a new chapter, and you can continue on from what you know from the first chapter, but you can change things. The second chapter, you can change things. You can ramp up your intensity in the gym if you wanted to. You could start eating better if you wanted to. It doesn't matter if you didn't meet your goals in the first chapter of 2020, January, the first chapter. Doesn't matter. You can do it in the second chapter. So it's not too late to begin rewriting the new script. And we're not even done with the first chapter yet. So you can change the writing of the first chapter. We're only halfway through it. So keep writing. Write the book you want to write for 2020. Write it this chapter, next chapter, the next chapter. Maybe even plan out a little bit about where you want those chapters to go from first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter, on through the 12th chapter of 2020. How do you want your life to look like? How do you want it to be different? Treat each month as a new chapter. You can even have sub-chapters if you want to get crazy and technical. But just know that you are writing this, and you can keep writing, and you can rewrite, and you can you've got more and more chapters that you can continue on with. So make this a great chapter. The rest of chapter 1. You've got chapter 2 ahead of you. What are you gonna write in chapter 2? You've got all kinds of things you can do in 2020. Write a great book. Good talking with you. We'll talk with you soon. Thanks for stopping in.